Coming in just high or just shy of the 5,100 pound mark, which is about 80-90 pounds lighter than they used to be, the new AZDEL generation of Winnebago Mini here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This being the completely carpetless couples camping rear kitchen variety right here. With the slide out closed, you take a glance back here and you see that it is very easy to get to the entirety of the kitchen. Then you come over here and you say, oh man, slide closed, that closet comes too close to the wall, I can't get through there. But you don't have to if you want to get to the bedroom and the bathroom. Thanks to the fact that we have a direct entry door straight up here into the bedroom. So, if you need to, you can just hop in here, you can get to the bedroom, you can get to the bathroom. You do maybe have to jump outside, but the fact is you can access the bedroom, bathroom, seating, and kitchen without ever touching the slide out on this camper. And again, at first glance, you're like, what are you on about, mate? Why are you making a big deal about nothing? I don't see anything new here. We gotta look just a little bit closer. We're gonna start from the top and work our way down and around. The ceiling panels have been updated. It's a printed Luan basically, but it has a very cool textured look to it. It even sort of models and reflects the light as though it had a texture. A quick note also, one of the things we like to do here at Haylett RV, we will very typically, and when I say that I mean pretty much always, outfit these with a optional but larger 15,000 BTU air conditioner. That in conjunction with the weather package we'll talk outside. I don't care where you're going to be camping. If it's going to be hot, you're going to be comfortable. Now to maintain that real sort of like warm and honey smooth kind of cabinetry look and feel, you can see a lot of the natural wood grain kind of things going on. But they have changed their wall panels out. The wall panels are notably brighter. It brightened the interior up in here. Also, the new style of wall panel they're using has eliminated almost all of the wall panel seams. So where you have two pieces of wall paneling meet, you used to need slide seam tape, or just seam tape, not slide seam tape. That's a vastly different thing, pardon me. That'd be crazy. But the fact is, now the RV just has a more seamless, clean look. Kind of like that full wall backsplash. And here in the 2401RG, where the kitchen is an L kitchen, you get a wraparound full wall splash. So from countertop to cabinet bottom, you are completely protected and easy to clean this way. Now they haven't changed any storage, they haven't changed any structure, they've only improved features and functions. We still have all hardwood cabinet doors and pocket screwed cabinetry, that kind of premium construction you expect out of a brand that says Winnebago on the front. As we look down that full backsplash though, one of the neat features here, not only do we have easy reach appliance outlets, we have easy reach phone chargers, and we even have a handy little wireless charging pad. So for streaming media enthusiasts like me, you've got the perfect little place to set your phone down, keep your media going, but keep your phone charged up. It's nicer than constantly plugging it in, unplugging it, plugging it in, unplugging it. That gets old. That gets old really fast, like my voice, according to my wife, but she's probably not wrong. Moving on, I digress. All of our countertops and tabletops are still a sealed edge press membrane thermal foil. That is a stainless sink down here below the rollaway dish drying rack. Now that sink cover over there is actually fitted, so it's not going to jiggle jostle around in transit. And the flush mount tempered glass stovetop cover gives you some pretty good prep space in this little couples camper. We've also got drawers to the floors right here, and you can see 4, count them up, plywood full extension drawers. Now one thing you will not see in this Winnebago is carpet. This floor plan, because it has an above floor slide out, is organically completely carpetless. Now a very common question I'll get on this layout is, can I put a theater seat in there? And the answer is no, you cannot, due to the fact that this slide out is actually built above the wheel wells. So you see that piece of trim right there? That is actually the bottom of the slide. The slide doesn't go all the way to the floor. So if you tried to put a theater seat in it, you would literally be sitting there with your feet dangling in the air as though you were a little kid in the back of your parents' car. Your slide side breeze window does open for airflow. I'm at an angle you can't see it, but you may have spotted that. And then again, kind of like the stainless sinks, the hardwood cabinet door frames, the pocket screwed cabinetry, you can do a little wedding ring test, and you can hear wood, not fiberboard, holding like being our slide fascia. Now that bedroom entry door right there, you can see how that is fully framed out. So what's cool about that is that door, whether the jacks are down or not, the RV doesn't have to be level to function properly. That's another neat, nice little thing. And look at our main thoroughfare here. They do not put heat vents in the floor of any sort of main walking area on this Winnebago. Now, as we look directly across from that sofa, we are greeted by our entertainment center. And they did a great job keeping that up out of the way while still offering us a large campsite viewing and breeze window. And speaking of campsite viewing, check out our main entry door. Not only does it have a full viewing window, not just a frosted glass job, but it also has its own interior pleated privacy shade, so you can close that thing down if you are so inclined. Now, you know, you've got plenty of couples seating space, plenty of couples dining space, but we've also got a fair amount of entertainment space here. I mean sleeping space, not entertainment space, sleeping space. It is hot, I'm dehydrated, end of the day, tired, etc. Forgive me. So, you've got the, you know, 4-person dinette can fold down into a sleeper, and our sofa can fold down also. Now, I'm not blind to the fact that, yes, the rear cushions that are puffier than the spot where you sit, but at the end of the day, this is intended to be a couples camper first, and one of the bits of feedback I get very consistently on our Winnebago travel trailers is even if it's a simple sofa, it's more comfortable. They're just spending more money on better materials, such as, you know, better sofa systems, better foams, better springs, and they are more comfortable to sit upon. Now, if you really wanted to, you could remove the cushions and you could get a good look at that 5/8 plywood decking that you're sitting on right here. But to get to the storage below the bench, you don't have to, because thankfully they included handy bench end access doors for you. But I also wanted to really showcase the fact that they're using better materials on this Winnebago, like plywood decking under your seating, plywood decking under the bed, plywood decking on the floor. They're using primary materials because this is a premium built coach. I can certainly find you a lesser expensive travel trailer. I don't know if I could necessarily find you one with better service records and better materials supporting those service records as these Winnebagos. Then just the little touches. Like, if you did want to remove the cushions and get in here, notice how they route out a very large adult-sized hole so you don't have to stick one little finger down into a splinter factory to get to that storage. Whether it's big stuff or small stuff, it's always easy to get to here. Jumping up to the bathroom, once again we have those fully framed out doorways, those privacy doors. So you've got you know, a nice door between you, and maybe you have a guest back there, or just the fact that you have nice privacy. Now again, material premium. We've got a stainless sink here in the bathroom, and more of that sealed edge countertop stuff. You can see the location of the toilet here with plenty of legroom around it. And what I think is a small decision, but a big, smart, feeling decision, is this clear glass shower door, because it makes this entire bathroom look and feel larger. You can see how they're using kind of the stainless look hardware in there just to kind of church up the visual of it a little bit. And another neat thing on this split open larger radius door that gives us more elbow room, it actually has a magnet strip in the middle that helps it hold together, so you're not only relying on this, because when you're inside of the shower, obviously you can't manipulate the little travel lock here, and that's all it is, just a little travel lock. When you're at your destination, all you got to do is pull the door open and shut. Good to go. Now, dedicated linen space right here in the bathroom, I've always felt is one of the best qualities of the 2401 Winnebago here at Haylett RV. But also, as we come over here into the hallway, it's not just a sofa slide. It's a sofa with just an insanely huge, wide open mega closet slide. Now you're looking at it going, yeah, but there's nothing in it. They let you build your own storage solutions here. Some people like cube organizers, some people add shelves. You can hang tall stuff in here. You have room for brooms and vacuums. You could add a little hanger to the walls for things like towels and whatnot. They let you kind of come up with a solution that works for you. Now, you're not seeing it here, but something that is available is Winnebago does offer a roof mount TV option in the bedrooms of these campers, which is why you have ceiling, well, not roof, but interior ceiling mount TV option. That's why we have our hookups there. It's actually pretty cool. It's actually mounted on a swing arm so that it faces down and angles toward the headboard of the bed. So even in the bedroom, this Winnebago has a no neck wrecker entertainment center. This one has two, count them, two, no neck wrecker entertainment centers. I missed a career opportunity, I think, as a infomercial pitchman, because order today and get the I can't even do it. Get the shoes under absolutely free. Just pay shipping and processing. Isn't it funny? It's absolutely fee free plus money that you have to spend. Anyway, I'm way off topic. but I do that. Huge bedroom windows. That's one of the cool things in Winnebagos. They are very known for having the largest in-class bedroom windows here. Now you might notice how there's not a hanging closet on this side of the bed. They did that so that everything looked and felt larger, and no closet over here, if you notice, is also what's one of the things that allows them to have that bigger window, because the window does hang over the side stand. If they had a side stand there, you'd lose the bigger window. And you might think, yeah, but why can't they just shift the window this way? Because the awning is mounted there. Now, this is a 60 by 80 residential queen bed. This is not a camp queen. You've got outlets on both sides, so we're very CPAP friendly. Again, those extra large windows that you see right there. And they have a deceptively deep overhead cabinet. I like to take a knee so you can see how much storage is actually there. And voila, one hand, and I'm not a lefty, left hand easy lift storage area here under the bed, plywood decking, dual gas struts, and it is completely separate from anything in the pass-through. Below that front master bed, you've got a huge cavity down here, and notice in the distance on the left you see that battery disconnect. It's also nice they have the same size baggage doors on both sides. As we kind of curve around, it is nice to point out that you have pass-through baggage lighting. That's one of the things I don't typically point out, but I've had a few people ask me recently. But then you see this sticker over here, like, yo, what is that? That is where you could mount a charge controller should you choose to add a solar panel package to this RV, because they are now standard roof solar ready, which is pretty darn cool. Below that baggage door, there's a gas grill quick connect. You might see the little tags off that thing kind of hanging down there to give you an idea. And I like its location, because if I want to cook outside, it's probably because I'm trying to get away from the heat, and I don't want all the smoke and the grease and everything getting caught under my awning. It's nice that that can kind of air out there. These ride on a different chassis. It's a huck-bolted Z-frame, and maybe none of that means anything to you, but in English, it's lighter but stronger. It's thinner steel, but a higher grade, so that it reduces the weight, but keeps the structural integrity up. And frankly, other brands that use this, like J-Feather, White Hawk, Passport, other brands at Haylett RV that have that feature, they seem to hold up pretty darn nicely. And don't you just love that giant bedroom window? Now, a quick note for you. You can actually still get this in 3 exterior colors. There's a white, a silver, and a champagne. So just because we're looking at white today doesn't mean that's the only color that we have available to us. Other little neat notes over here are baggage compartments. You can see have magnet holdbacks and slam latches, but if we zero in a little bit closer, you see how they also seal and protect that big hinge, and it's black on black, so I don't know how well that's showing up. But what that's going to do is, like, especially here in the Midwest, where we'll get wet weather and then freezing, and then it bounces back and forth between wet and freezing. Well, when water freezes, it expands. If water gets in that hinge and then freezes, it's going to spring that hinge, and it'll make that sound when you try to open it. And yes, I'll make it again. Down here, all of these Winnebagos now have standard enclosed heated bellies. Also, their previously optional radiant package that they called their weather package became standard. That's a dual layer of radiant foil through the belly, a single layer up the rear wall, across the roof, and down the nose to significantly improve the efficiency of our heating and cooling. One of the qualities that Winnebago's very good at is centralizing their hookups, and you can see they are all located back here in the rear corner, which I think is ideally the best location for them. That's where most parks are going to have their plugs and things. I've been at some parks that are just wacky, and there's just nothing you can do about that. But what's nice is you have a full outside shower, black flush. You also have separate cable and satellite hookups. That just, if you're going to do a satellite system, that can just really simplify your hookup process. You can also hook up, see what I did there, a rear view camera. You've got the prep up top just above that Winnebago logo, which is very handy if you're backing into a site at night, because if you look at those taillights, you see that big white center target looking section. These have reverse travel lighting. That way, you know, whether you've got a spotter or you're utilizing a camera, you can actually see where you're going. Our awning here, we're a little close to the trailer next to us, so I can't get it open, but it is as big as they could possibly put on this camper, and I love that it encompasses both doors. It has lighting below. We have dual anti-slam doors and dual anti-slip steps. And those aluminum plank steps, those are unsung heroes of this business. They never really got their day in the sun. I really like these for a few reasons. Obviously, they don't tend to get slippery even when your shoes are wet, but they're brighter. They're easier to see at night if you're coming and going, and I'm a clumsy idiot, so anything that can keep me from breaking my neck, I'm good with it. We are now standard roof solar prepped. on 8-wide minis from Winnebago. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that feature right there is a direct result of your viewer feedback to our channel here. That is something that I relayed to the factory contacts, and they said, we were side mount solar prepped, but you're saying consumers want roof solar prep? No sweat. We're Winnebago. We're gonna make it happen. And I thought that was pretty cool. Now, while we're up here, I want to talk a couple construction points. I tend to say this for the end of the video because, unfortunately, not everyone seems to be super interested in it. Like, it's easy to see how they're very heavy-handed with their sealants here. But even though I'm walking around up here, to escape some folks, the fact that this is a walkable RV roof. I can trounce all over this thing. We have a 3/8 roof decking. Trusses are 16 inches on center. They're galvanized steel roof trusses. Everything else is a fully welded aluminum cage. And you should see the structure that goes along the nose under that front fiberglass nose cap. They're not expecting the nose cap to provide the structure to hold the RV in place. This thing has a serious all aluminum skeleton. The construction Winnebagos are awesome. The, like the 5/8 tongue and groove plywood flooring, it is lightweight, but it is strong. It has the same kind of floor construction as like a big Jayco Pinnacle North Point Eagle fifth wheel. You know, that's the way these are built. They're just built smaller. They're built light, and they get the job done incredibly well. And I think that's part of the reason they have excellent service records, is because they don't pull back on their structure and they don't scale back on it where you can't see it. And that's one of the things I like about Winnebago. But I like things about every brand we have out here. They all serve a different purpose. Every model, every floor plan, every brand represents a different idea, a different way, style, preference of camping. And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just the one that works a little bit better for you, maybe. So, whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between, here on a beautiful Southern Michigan day, we do it all at Haylett RV, except for hidden dealer fees. We don't do those. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.